Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Black Man's Thoughts. This is your boy Yashi Yahoo. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day in Charlotte. But yeah, man, this is the. I think we just played the Bengals, right? My post game thoughts. I know I'm like mad late, but working 410s, man, doesn't leave me a lot of room to do something to do. But since it's my day off, I want to cut these few videos. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about Lamar Jackson real quick. Thought he played a terrible game. I think he's thinking too much. He's trying to do too much to prove that he can do X, Y, and Z. I just feel like, right now Lamar Jackson is the problem. He's the problem. I mean, of course he's going to get his stats because he's Lamar Jackson. Of course he's going to do what he needs to do because he's Lamar Jackson. He's a great quarterback. I wouldn't have no other quarterback on my team. I'm going to ride with Lamar Jackson. Just like, they rode with Flacco in his terrible ass years. But I think that he's going to get it together. He's doing too much. I think he's overthinking it. He's not playing to his strengths. A lot of people saying that he's trying to force himself to be a pocket passer. I actually like it. I actually like the fact that he's consciously making an effort to scan the field, to look, to find somebody open. The problem is that his accuracy is being affected because I think he's overthinking the deep pass. Instead of taking what the defense is giving him, I think he's overthinking it. He wants to make the exciting splash plays instead of just doing the Tom Brady and just dump it off and let your receivers use their athleticism. You got Hollywood and you got Duvernay who can make plays. And to be honest with you, Boykins is fast too. He's not as shifty as the other two, but he's fast. And then you got Snead who's a great move to chains guy. And then you have Andrews. So we have weapons. I think a less effective weapon right now is Boykins, but I honestly think that that's simply only because Lamar Jackson doesn't trust him. You have to give him opportunities to build that trust with you. And I think Lamar Jackson wants to make the splash plays that he's not looking. My son doing in the background. He's not looking at, and giving other players a chance. He's only looking at two players, just like the Bengals guys said. He's only looking at Hollywood and Andrews, and I think that's the problem. I can't blame the coaches for that. I can't blame Boykins for that Lamar is not looking to get other people involved. And that's the problem. That's why right now he's the problem. I think that the other problem is the play calling, Greg Roman. I think what he's doing right now is he's trying to make all of our running backs happy instead of just rolling with our hot hand. Ingram was the hot hand. You know what I mean? He had 11 carries. I think he had 40 or 50 yards. But, you have to just ride with him, man. You know what I mean? And then you have Duvernay, and then you have, Dobbins, who made plays, but they only got one catch. I think Duvernay had 2 catches and 2 catches in a rush, I think, or something like that. And then you had Dobbins, who got a 27 or 30-something yard gain, and he hadn't touched the ball since. You know what I mean? I think that they're trying too hard to make everybody happy instead of saying, you know what, man, we're going to ride with the ones who's hot and who's capable of taking over this particular game. So that's the other issue, and the play called creativity. I think the game plan is sometimes too simple. Play action, throw it. Play action, throw it. Instead of coming up with creative ways to say play action, shoot a tight end screen. You know what I mean? Or something that catches the defense off guard. All they're doing is just loading up on Hollywood and Andrews. If we played a tough team, we would lose. I really believe that because our line isn't getting great blocks, isn't pass protecting well, and Lamar Jackson is completely off his game, and he just, he's getting the ball, he's not looking at who he's supposed to, and he's just taking off like the previous game. His ass was running backwards. So I didn't like the way that way. And then this game, he was just all over the place. So I think that those are our 2 weak spots on offense: is the play calling and the play of Lamar Jackson, and the rushing attack. And all 3 of those were the reason why we were so successful last year. I think the receivers, Hollywood is doing what he can. Andrews is, depending on what type of game it is. If it's a tough game, he's going to drop passes. If it's an easy game, he's going to look like an all-pro tight end. Then you have Boykins, who's not even in the game plan. And then you have Duvernay, hey, man, he's coming on strong, but they're not giving him more of a role to see if he's really coming on strong or he just making occasional caught you off guard plays and making big gains off those. And then you have Prochet, who's not doing shit in the punt return game. So I think that those are things that they need to fix. I think the offensive line right now, the edge protection is terrible. I think that, you see a few plays here and there where Bozeman is giving great effort. I think they need to find a consistent line combination that's really going to get the most out of that line. I think if we play someone who's a pass rusher specialist, we're going to have a lot of problems. Hey, shut up. Sit back. Okay? So I just think that those are our problems on offense. Those are the things that I saw against the previous team we just played. I think it was the Bengals. And now we're getting ready to face the Eagles. And they're not a great team, but they still have Carson Wentz. So let's go over to the defensive side of the ball. We're playing all pro. Marlon Humphreys and Peters. Oh, my God. Them boys are playing great ball. They're playing great ball. Our safeties are playing good. I think that they're getting great communication back there. I like the way that Ferguson and Judon is playing with more energy. They're playing more consistent. I think that Wink is doing a better job of finding ways to get Judon off the edge. And I think Judon is playing more with more energy, with more passion than he does. I think at the beginning of the year, he was just like, I'm Judon, I can just do what I can do. But now I think he's, even though he got his sacks came with, without pressure. I did see a few plays where he did have somebody blocking on him and he still got great pressure. I think that Bowser's still our best complete pass rusher. I think he has better array of moves, but I think that Bowser needs to finish to play better. He's getting the pressure, he's just not getting the sacks. So I think he needs to learn how to finish better, and I think that will be pretty good. I think that we need to re-sign him ASAP, because I think he's going to become like another Zadarius Smith, and he's going to price himself out because other teams are looking how easy he's getting to the quarterback. And, he's getting give him another little burst, man. I think he is going to get there, man. I think he's going to be like a little Bud Dupree. He's really talented, man. I like Bowser. I like Bowser a lot, and I'm really liking the way Jalen Ferguson, the last game or two, I think he's been playing better. So hopefully I think this is him getting, more acclimated to the game speed. I think he's getting used to it. I think he had a bad offseason, or he came in a little bit heavy. I don't know what the deal was, but I think it was hurt and didn't get a lot of reps. But I think that he could, like I said, beginning of the year, he needs to lose about 15 pounds. I think if he can get 15 pounds off of him, he's going to be that much more explosive. And I think we're going to see the best Jalen Ferguson we've ever seen. I think that Patrick Queen is a monster. He's a star in the making. Keep blitzing this young guy. He may not be 100% with the calls and reading defenses right now in his rookie year, but when he blitzes and you allow him to run and use his speed and athleticism, I think that he's a monster, man. And I think that we did a good job of picking him, and he's really showing that he's going to really take this defense to the next level. Malik Harrison, I think he's playing pretty good. Matabuke, Broderick Washington getting some good reps. So I think our rookies are really unlike any other year where they're getting a lot of good reps. I think Eric DeCosta did a good job this draft in really building this team for the future with better speed, better athleticism. And I'm excited to see what Matabuke can do in the middle of this defense. I think that Calais Campbell's doing a great job leading this defense as a veteran leadership, and I can't wait to Wolf to start making more plays, man. I like Wolf, man. He's doing pretty good. But Jimmy Smith, Humphreys, Patrick Peterson, they're taking this defense, man, and this defense is playing the way they should. So I hope they continue to gel, and all they need now, man, is just to get more sacks. And I think that, man, how much better we're going to be, because what we're doing is we're leaving the cornerbacks on the island for too long. That's why they're giving up so many pass yards. But once we can start getting to the quarterback, those passing numbers with quarterbacks are going to go down. So we're going to see how they match up against Carson Wentz. But I think they completely destroyed Joe Burrow. The Bengals offense couldn't do nothing. They shut down Joe Mixon. You couldn't ask for a better defense that last game. So let's see them against a more seasoned veteran to see how they do, to see if they can dial up the same amount of pass rush. I think that they can. We have the talent to do so. So let's see what they're going to do, man. I'm pretty excited how they handle the Bengals. And, let's keep going, man. You see the Browns and the Steelers, they continue to win. The Browns and the Steelers play each other. So that's going to be somebody else with another losing record. Hopefully it's the Steelers. So that's my post game. I think we did a good job on defense. We really showed us did a good game plan. But it's the Bengals, so let's see what they can do against the Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see it, man. Can't wait to Sunday. It's gonna be an AFC North, man. It's gonna be a couple good games in the AFC North. So pay attention, man. But yeah, that's my post game review. Hopefully, we can fix the issues on offense, man. But it just seemed alarming how frustrated Lamar Jackson is. As much as we heard about him throwing it deep and working on a deep ball, man, it seems like a regress. So I wonder if this is the sophomore slump that he should have hit. So again, man, this is my post game review, and we'll come back with a pregame preview of the Eagles Ravens game later today. I'm gonna do a little bit of studying up on some tape, and we'll come at y'all, man. Again, like, share, drop a comment, man. Put this on your Twitter page, your Instagram, your Facebook. Help build this platform, man. The more times y'all share it, the more subscribers, the more likes, the more times we'll come back, man, and we're gonna talk about something. The more I want to go live and deal with y'all and talk about it, man. What days do y'all want to do some lives on? What is the best days for us to talk some Ravens conversation? Put it in the comment section on when y'all want us to when y'all like to go live. You know what I'm saying? When are y'all free to go live and talk? Nothing but Ravens and AFC North. And I want to build on that level. That's the next movement for this, man. More live conversations. Send me some gear, send me some merchandise, man. Hit me up, DM me. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all want to talk about, man. This is Black Man Thoughts. This your boy Yasha Yahoo, man. Shalom, shalom.